and welcome to Weekending. We have with us actor Ananya Pandey as she walked the finale at FDCI Lakme Fashion Week in Mumbai for Design Label Bodice in Mumbai. So tell us, Ananya, were you excited about walking at FDCI Lakme Fashion Week? Take us through your experience.
I'm so excited. Since I've been associated with Lakme, I've been waiting for this opportunity. And it's a really big moment for me. So I just want to go out there and have loads of fun.
Great. Tell us about Mini Play Mega Slay theme and the Lakme Matte Melt Mini Collection.
So the theme is all about finding joy in little things. I think in this past year, we all learned a little bit of gratitude and how to have fun and make the most of the smaller moments in life. And that's the theme of this year at Lakme, and it goes really well with the Lakme Matte Mini collection also, because it's also in this like small packaging, but it's also a lot of fun. And I think the packaging personally is my favorite part of it. It comes in 10 shades, and my favorite one is Nomad Pink, which is this one and the one I'm wearing right now. And along with 10 shades, it also has 5 styles. So they have like a music festival theme. Like this one is a music festival, so it has like a microphone, a guitar and everything. So I love the attention they pay to the detail of the packaging. I feel like these little things really, kind of make everything actually what they are. And it also has like a velvety finish. And even though it's a matte lipstick, it's still super hydrating. So I feel like it has a little bit of everything. And because it's so tiny, you can like literally throw all 10 of them into your bag and it won't make a difference.
All right. Ananya, tell us about what you're wearing.
So I'm wearing this cute outfit. It's by Ruchita Sachdeva, Bodice, and I'm really excited. I really love her designs because I feel like she has a very unique, bold style. And whenever you see one of her pieces, you can tell that she's made it because it's so, synonymous to her as a designer. And I really love the way she plays with color also. She always has some sort of pop, like this blue, it's always some kind of pop of color. So yeah, I'm very excited.
All right, Ananya, you are young and vibrant. Whom do you follow on social media for fashion inspiration?
I've really been vibing with Zendaya right now. I think she's super, super cool. She really just owns what she wears and she's so comfortable in her body. I really like that.
What are your favorites from your own wardrobe?
I live in sweatpants, so sweatpants and super crop tops. And I love denim, so like jeans, shorts, jackets and sneakers.
Growing up, whom did you find more stylish?
My dadi actually, she wore the coolest salwar suits and she's, till recently she was wearing like heels and she had colored hair, like she had streaks in her hair and she would wear these big glasses, so she was very iconic.
If you had 2 minutes to get ready for a date, what would you wear?
I anyway get ready 2 minutes, but I would wear like a wraparound dress, like those tie-up ones. Yeah.
What's your beauty routine like?
It's really simple. I'm very minimalistic and I believe less is more. So I put on a little bit of concealer. I believe a lot in moisturizing and sunscreen. I think those two are very, very important. So that's an everyday thing. But just a little bit of concealer, a lot of blush and some mascara and like a tinted lip balm. Yeah.
Ananya, if not an actor, what would you be?
A teacher? I want to teach really young kids. Like I want to be a play school teacher.
What was the best fashion advice that you've received from your parents?
My dad, I think I learned how to literally wear any print under the planet and rock it. And from my mom, I learned never say never, always try it out.
For those who don't know, Ananya's dad is actor Chunky Pandey. Tell us about the best date you've ever had, Ananya.
I feel for me, I'm a very cheap date. I'm very simple. So I think just watching a movie at home and having some pizza is the best.
If you could change your name to a new one, what would you choose?
I love the name Alia. But
Well,
I love my name. But if I had to.
Okay. What was the most exciting and memorable thing you've seen in your industry since you've grown up in it?
I think for me it was just the day my first film released. I think just that reaction from the audience. People talk about it, but once you experience it for yourself, you can't ever.
You have a lot of young fans and they would like to know, what was Ananya Panday as a kid?
I'm saying I was literally the same. I was super filmy. I was super dramatic. So I think I'm the same.
Did you ever experience bullying growing up?
No, touch wood, I was surrounded by really positive and kind people growing up. There was that little teasing here and there in school, but I've always tried to look at the brighter side and focus on the love.
All right. Ananya, thank you so much for talking
Bye.
to us.
Bye.
Thank you. Well, that was actor Ananya Panday this season at FDCI Lakme Fashion Week. We also saw Athiya Shetty, who walked the ramp for designer Payal Singhal. Athiya, thank you so much for joining us. Tell us about what you're wearing.
I am wearing, I wish you could see it. It is a bee print garden bomber with a choli sports bra and a lehenga. It's been inspired by athleisure and Indian. I feel athleisure because we've spent the year at home and I feel that's the only thing we've been wearing. And Indian because it's glamorous, it's fashion week, and yeah, so that's what I'm wearing today.
All right. Compared to previous times, how was it to walk at FDCI Lakme Fashion Week this time round?
It was actually really special. The location is beautiful. I love the fact that everybody's in their cars and then you can spot people. So it's really exciting. It has a great vibe and energy. Everybody has been extremely careful and cautious, but at the same time, we've been able to celebrate fashion and clothes and outfits. So it was a great amalgamation of everything.
If you had 2 minutes to get ready for a date, what would you wear?
What would I wear? I would wear jeans because I'm a very jeans person, and a nice white shirt, maybe red lips and a little bit of blush, and that's it.
What is your fitness routine like?
My fitness routine, I work out about 4 to 5 times a week, mainly strengthening, weight training, and I've recently introduced yoga into my fitness routine, which I'm absolutely loving.
Take us through your beauty routine.
My beauty routine, I've actually recently become very conscious about the products that I use on my face. Has to be animal cruelty free. And I feel like less is always more, so I concentrate more on skincare than the makeup side of it. So just make sure that I cleanse, a really nice moisturizer, hydrate my skin, an under eye cream. So I have a morning routine and a night routine, which pretty much is the same. The night one is just more steps to it.
Right. Well, I have written those points down in my mind. Now, Athiya, whom do you follow on social media for fashion inspiration?
I love Kendall Jenner, Bella Hadid, Hailey Bieber. I feel like their fashion is very to their personalities, and I've always noticed that they wear the clothes rather than their clothes wearing them, and I feel that's really important. And they're unapologetically themselves, which I feel is great.
Which Indian do you reckon is a fashion icon for you?
I feel like Rekha ji, because even today I just love her Kanjivaram and Banarasi saris and the way she carries her outfits. I love Sonam, the way she is just always on point when it comes to dressing. Yeah, I feel like these two people would be my favorites.
All right. Tell us about some of your favorite movies growing up.
Favorite movie would be Kuch Kuch Hota Hai. So growing up, it would either be Kuch Kuch Hota Hai or Dilwale Dulhaniya Le Jayenge, because I've grown up watching those films. So I think I relate and I most admire them.
All right. Fashion-wise, what's on your last list?
On my last list, I feel like honestly, we've been in such crazy times. I think it's very important for us to be conscious and to be aware of the environment we're in, to practice sustainable fashion, to be wearing clothes and fabrics that are sustainable for our environment. So actually, I've been doing a lot of homework on brands that are more sustainable, and I've started ordering and I've started wearing more of them. And I think even Selfridges, I feel during the pandemic have done such a great job to kind of curate sustainable designers and wear for the shoppers. So I think that's amazing.
Okay. If not an actor, what would you have been?
I've always been I've always admired what happens in a magazine office like Vogue or Elle or anything. And yeah, so Devil Wears Prada, I would love to be Anne Hathaway.
All right. So what, according to you, is the most fashionable film or TV show that you have ever watched?
Devil Wears Prada and Sex and the City. I just feel like they're so effortless and classy and just they embody like everything fashion and beauty and art.
Talking about effortless, your dad is so effortless. What is the best fashion advice that you've received from him and your mom?
My mom and my dad. My dad has always told me to be comfortable in whatever I wear. I feel he's always been an advocate of that. I've also heard generally from people, and I believe in this, there are no fashion faux pas. I feel like fashion is very, very subjective. It's a way someone expresses their emotions and their feelings and what they're going through. So I don't think any designer can ever have a bad collection, or any designer or anybody doesn't have a bad outfit. I feel like it's very, very subjective.
Thank you so much, Athiya. Talking about designers, on the other side of the break, we meet designer Payal Singhal, who tells us what she has created this season. Welcome back. You are watching Weekending on NDTV 24/7, and now we speak to designer Payal Singhal. Payal Singhal showcased her latest collection at the FDCI Lakme Fashion Week in Mumbai. Payal, tell us, what is the inspiration this time around, and what are the fabrics that you've used?
So this collection is me launching my first Indian athleisure line. It was something that was brewing for many years in my head, and I was kind of moving towards a very comfortable athleisure kind of vibe in my main Indian line. So I wanted to kind of give it its own, space and presence. We worked with the most amazing RLAN fabrics, which are sustainable, use sustainable practices, and also use waste to make fabric. So like they're made out of PET bottle waste. So the fabrics were fab. I had no idea what to expect, but once I got the fabrics and I started to use them, I mean, they are actually amazing fabrics, and the beauty of it is all that it's all made in India. So, things that we can source locally and use.
All right. Take us through some of the silhouettes that you've created this season, and what did you create for Athiya Shetty?
So since we wanted to do Indian athleisure, it was very important for me to make sure that I bring in Indian elements to the sportswear. So for example, we had a bomber choli, which means like a bomber in the front and the tie-ups at the back like a choli. We had a sports sari. Atya was wearing a sports lehenga, like I called it, with a sports bra and a bomber and a crop lehenga. We had menswear kurtas with jogger pants. We had low-crotch dhoti joggers. We took a lot of Indian wear silhouettes and we took a lot of athleisure silhouettes and fused them, like I love to anyways play with, cultural cross-referencing. And I wanted to do that with our, I don't want Indian wear to be ethnic wear anymore. I want it to be something which is mainstream. So that was the whole idea behind this collection.
All right, Payal, it looks like a beautiful collection. Thank you so much for your time. Our next guest.
Thank you.
Our next guest on the show specializes in blood group diets and therapeutic nutrition. We now speak to Shruti Khattar. Shruti, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much for inviting me.
All right, Shruti, let's get started. Summer is round the corner and everybody wants a beach body every summer. So what is the solution?
Okay, so, first we have to understand what a detox is. Now, on a daily basis, we are exposed to a lot of toxins, whether it's because of the air pollution or if it's because of the junk food that we are eating. So it becomes very imperative for us to detoxify ourselves. And summer being right around the corner, it's the best season to do that because, you have a wide variety of very interesting fruits available to you. So whether it's mangoes or it's watermelons or it's lychees, so it's a great time to detox. So I can give you a list of 5 cooling summer drinks. So, they become very, very good detox juices. So the first one is a watermelon, mint and celery juice. Now, watermelons are very low in calories and mixed with mint and celery, they give a very, very good flavor. So you can try that as a detox drink. The second one is an apple cinnamon shake. Now, when it comes to this shake, I do recommend using either soy milk or almond milk because milk contains protein and when you're detoxifying, you have to stay away from protein. So this is also a very, very interesting drink. The third one is a mango pineapple smoothie. Now, mangoes are very, very controversial. People think that, they are fattening or they cause acne, but it's quite contrary. And they are very rich in vitamin A, so you must consume mangoes during summer, guilt-free. A mango a day, easy to do. The fourth one is coconut water with sabja seeds. Now, sabja seeds are also called basil seeds, and they are very good for the body, and they instantly cool you. So 1 teaspoon of sabja seeds, very high in fiber, so you can consume them. Again, they will help you get that bikini body. The last drink which I will recommend is a beetroot, carrot, ginger and apple juice. Now this is a red juice and this will naturally give you that rougey complexion that everyone is after. So this is going to be without makeup, so you can consume this daily and you'll be happy.
All right. What food groups or food items do you recommend people must eat which helps increase the burn during the season?
Okay, so during this season, you have to flush your body with antioxidants. So apart from these fruits which I just mentioned, it is important to have a protein-rich diet as well. So protein is always great to lose weight. So during the second half of the day, if you cut down on your carbs and if you increase your protein intake, I think you're good to go. So that is what, it's always going to be more of a lifestyle makeover which you have to be after. So these quick detoxes, they will help you, but they will just get you started in the right direction. Eventually, it's on you to sleep on time, work out every day, and really focus on your diet.
All right. For people who are going through menopause or perimenopause, what advice would you have?
Because you're going through a lot of hormonal changes at that time, it is very important for you to, again, your diet plays a major role in everything. So apart from eating right, meditate, you have to sleep early, and you have to get in your workout because, your workouts will really get your hormones in order. So if you're happy and if you're, just working out, if you have those happy hormones setting in, you should be fine.
All right. For people on the go who need healthy snacks, what would you recommend?
Okay, so summer becomes a great time for interesting snacking options as well. So I would recommend something like an iced coffee with maybe a peanut butter toast. You could have bhel puri, which is always a great option. And, you just take a little bit of rice puffs. You can take a boiled potato, add a little bit of mint chutney, a little bit of imli, and it's just a very delicious and a very nutritious snack. Aam panna. That's a great snack at this time of the year. And you can have that with a little bit of dried moong dal chaat. And it's, it satisfies you instantly. You can have iced green tea with some makhana. But when it comes to makhana, I would not recommend the ones which are available in the supermarkets. You can take the ones, you just roast them at home with a little bit of ghee. And that's a good option. And lastly, a hung curd sandwich. So hung curd is a great replacement for mayonnaise. It's lower on calories. It has a lot of, it's good for the gut. So you can have that. So these are my top 5 snacking options for summer.
Well, they sound delicious. I'm headed for my snack now as we wrap up this episode. Thank you for all your advice.
My pleasure. Thank you.
And to everybody watching, thank you so much. Have a fabulous week ahead. Goodbye and see you soon.